Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. Well, this is the perfect game for all parties, not least the neutrals who've just come to enjoy it.
Well, on the face of it, Peter, we would appear to have a high-caliber meeting with very little at stake. But then you consider a chance for one or two of the fringe players to get a look in, and this becomes a big incentive. It changes the dynamic. So there's plenty at stake for them, which will do no harm to the energy levels and the overall conviction, and hopefully the style of contest.
We have already started here. Bruno Guimaraes. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, Peter, I really like this lad, Jules Koundé, a lot. He isn't the biggest, but he's known for having a big character that makes up for that. He's brilliant in both.
Sabinho! That's a half-decent try. Dembele. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the water.
Has a shot! Oh, screamer! That is a gem! An absolute gem! There is the breakthrough! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
France finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Camavinga, and the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Rabiot.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Koundé. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. The ball is loose, and the chase is always been caught napping. Joelinton. Driving on and making good progress. And that has been slung wide. Camavinga. France finding their passes. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Gabriel. Now Carlos Augusto. Now it's Neymar. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Gabriel. And it's Marquinhos. Played to Danilo. And it's Joelinton. Brazil are enjoying a good spell right now and leading. Now it's Mbappe. Just the keeper to beat. He's having a shot! They've scored! France are back on level terms. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
France grab the equaliser and we're all square.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Now it's João Pedro. Danilo. Now it's João Pedro. And he's being shifted off it.
João Pedro really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Now it's Olise. And that pass just didn't quite work. Joelinton. Bruno Guimaraes. He shifted it to the flank. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Out to the right. And it's Joelinton. And that's gone loose. Now it's Mbappe. Played out to the left flank. Danilo. Aimed beyond the defence. And he's managed to get free. Joelinton gets into a good position. Takes aim and crosses. And that's the keeper's ball. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Olise. And it's Rabiot. Douglas Luiz. Spread out to the left. Carlos Augusto. To Douglas Luiz. He's in a great position here. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Dembele. Hernandez. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And the shot! And he's done it! Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
And yes, it's him again. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. So, engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest this will turn out to be a really good one. The midway point of the game.
Well, give me a moment to get my breath back. What a super half of football. Incident-packed, goals, comebacks, and the match being turned on its head. Which way it's going to go from here, it's anyone's guess.
Substituição no time do Brasil. Camisa 20.
Here we go again then.
Vai ser substituído pelo
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Luis cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
Looking for a runner. Brazil different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
And it's Joelinton. And he's had a hit! Oh, nearly. Koundé. And it's Camavinga. Olise. He really is being given no time to think on the ball now.
Well, he's the quarterback equivalent, so I'm not surprised that he's being closed down first.
And can he finish? And it's in! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. And that really is so impressive.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
And there was his third, and boy, oh, smashing header! They've done it! Back to within one! Interesting! It was a great header. The invitation was irresistible, and the finish unerring.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Camisa 9.
We have got ourselves a game here.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
60 minutes played. And it's Joelinton. It's a promising position. Douglas Luiz. And he's... Oh, shooting chance! Oh, wonderful! What a goal! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. Again, we are level. What a contest!
Oh, what a fabulous game this is. It just keeps getting better and better.
Well, no goalkeeper would keep that out. It really was a bullet.
Well, Peter, it would have taken something incredible for the keeper to keep that one out. It was absolutely spanked.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
This is frightening football. He has increased defensive fear on the way to that hat-trick.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Substituição em andamento.
We have ourselves a real game here.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Brazil perhaps contemplating their next change here. Danilo. Now that looks a decent ball. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Tchouaméni. More and more pressure on the ball here. Maignan gets it away. Nicely weighted ball. He's in plenty of space here. He's picked his way through.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
It's a searching pass. That is ended up in no man's land. Danilo. To Marquinhos. He's looking wide. Now it's Douglas Luiz.
That's positional goals, the utilisation of space.
That's tidy. Luiz. That is lovely. Tchouaméni was in no mood for any of that.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Guendouzi.
France clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
Saliba. It's not an especially good pass, that. Camavinga. Joelinton. And it's Danilo. Great vision. Rafinha has it out wide and in space. That's good play. He's gone for goal! It's off target and by quite a way. France have turned to their bench and we're going to have a substitution.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Zaire Emery. That's a nicely shaped ball. Now Mbappe. And the finish! It's a loose ball. Douglas Luiz. Nicely shaped ball. Spread neatly. That is good alertness. Chouameni. Guendouzi. And here's Mbappe. And the number on the board is 3. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. And there goes the final whistle. Magic. What a magical football match. And genuine respect all round. João Pedro just could not help himself, could he? 3 goals to his name. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Yeah, this looked the most likely outcome, but we've had a good variety in this game, despite it being anticlimactic.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all.